Hi everybody, welcome to the trending stream here on the World Wide Web. Please subscribe, guys. Help me to get 8,000, and by subscribing and clicking and hitting that bell, you should be notified when I make a brand new video on this channel where I cover the most trending topics. And folks, I truly try to keep you in the know. I'm actually going live, so sometimes I will go live. Guys, the stuff that I put on this channel and the things that I talk about, and it's stuff that they don't want you to know. And what I do is I connect the dots. I give you a perspective that you're not going to find anywhere else on the World Wide Web. You know, it's gotten so bad. This is my backup channel, and actually my other channel, Truth Never Sleeps, my original, was taken down. And now this channel, the show, The Truth Never Sleeps, is in itself getting in trouble. And so, guys, I'm going to continue on trying to help people realize what is happening in this world. So by the end of this video, you'll see some shocking stuff. I've been looking at this story. Now, the story that I'm covering today is about a missing girl here. Let's go back here. Called Gabby Petito or whatever. She was a 22-year-old young woman from New York who went with her feet missing. Now, guys, I'm going to connect dots. Her family reported her missing on September 11th. As everybody knows, September 11th is, one of the biggest, conditioning days in the world, right? All this stuff. But let's get back to the story at hand. So this young girl, went out with her boyfriend or fiance on a road trip in a white van, right? It's getting very, very popular. A lot of people now want to do this van life world. People are buying RVs, vans, buying vans, and they're going across country and doing all these things. Okay, it's becoming very popular. People are actually making YouTubes, making money, traveling and recording and all these things. So I believe, this girl was kind of doing that. Here is her YouTube. She called herself Nomadic Static, and this is the video, the only video that she had with her and her boyfriend or fiance and Gabby and Brian, the beginning of their van life. So there she is. It's a 33 gesture or whatever from, societies. Many people, oh, that's just peace. No, it isn't. Many people don't know what it is. So there they go, happy couple, and all they're doing is kissing, all these things, right? Going across the world. Also, she reminded me of Spider-Man, the actress Kristen Dunst from Spider-Man. I don't know if you've ever seen the Spider-Man movie from the 90s and 2000. She looks like Kristen Dunst, the actress, okay? So anyway, I'm watching this. So, this is the story, a young girl, and she's her husband, boyfriend, whatever, fiance, traveling the world in a van. But then, the story continues on where, this trip doesn't seem as it does, right? Because ultimately, in the thing here, also notice her little pendant here. You got the little pyramid with the moon, right? All these things. There's signs and symbols. Okay, there's the van they lived in, all these things. And, they're recording, blah, blah, blah. Then all of a sudden, guys, within the trip of the month in August, they were reported to having a fight. They started, I guess, Gabby started hitting her fiance as they were driving. Someone reported it, and the cops were called, and they got pulled over, right? Uh-oh, wait a minute here. Hold on. Of course, there's commercials here, guys. Sorry here. Okay, guys, I'm just breaking you down if you don't know how they are, this is a story here. Hold on there. All right, so anyway, so they got pulled over, right? They pulled over their van and all of these things. And, of course, the boyfriend, Brian, fiance, whatever. I'm just going to call him fiance. Basically said they got in a little bit of an argument, And, basically she started hitting him. And the police officer started, they seen that he had some cuts on his face and all these things. Right? And, this guy, as soon as I seen this video, this guy looked like a weasel. This guy was just pandering to the police. Oh, yeah, whatever. And, all these things. He really didn't want to get her in trouble. And he just said, hey, she started scratching and he had a couple of scratches on his face and all these things. And basically at the end of the day, the cops should have took her in, to be honest. When there's a domestic violence and they said she was, she was hitting him. He had marks on his face and stuff right here. He has a mark here and all these things. In a domestic case, by law, I guess, supposedly they have to take somebody to jail or they have to whatever. And the cops ultimately didn't do that. They took him to a hotel and then whatever, Gabby, had to drive and she was real scared to do it or whatnot. But what I see here is when there's domestic violence and all these things and someone's lashing out, there's a lot more to it. There must have been a lot more fighting or whatever. And of course he's playing the front and all these things. So there was a lot of heated things going on in this relationship. Many people are saying and are blaming that the cops should have took Gabby away. She was at fault. They should have booked her. But of course, the cops were trying to be nice. We're going to give you a warning. We're not going to, get you for domestic violence or anything. But, you may have to go to court, blah, blah, blah. And they basically separated them. And even the cop goes, I know you're going to she goes, you got to go your own way. But by the way, I'll tell him that you love him and that you'll see him later. So the cops were even like, oh, you're just going to see him later and all these things. But you got to stay away from him and all these things. Of course, she was crying and all this, right? So these are the last videos that, were seen of her, basically. And if the police would have arrested her and took her to jail and called her mom, she probably would still be alive today. Well, anyway, in between that, next thing you know, she disappears. Worldwide news. Gabby is missing. Blah, blah, blah. And unfortunately, last night, they say her body. Here it is. FBI officials say body found in this place called Bridger National Forest in Wyoming, consistent with the description of Gabby. Very sad. And so let's listen into what the police had to say here. And then I'm going to connect some dots with signs and symbols and my take on it.
Earlier today, human remains were discovered, consistent with the description of Gabby Petito. Full forensic identification has not been completed to confirm 100% that we found Gabby, but her family has been notified of this discovery. The cause of death has not been determined at this time. We appreciate your continued support and patience as we work through this process.
So anyway,
earlier today, human remains
very, very sad. You can see in the police officer's eyes. Okay, so this is a real story. There's people that say this was a real story. This is a story, but I'm going to connect some dots. But here you can see, again, the pain in their eyes. This was yesterday's thing. Of course, they didn't want to say it was Gabby at first, of course, because they have to reach the parents and the family members. And they told the father, Gabby's father, Joseph, and then he shared, this sad, tragic thing on his social media Sunday of his photo of his daughter with angel wings. Now, one of the jacked up things about this story that, again, remember that the cops had this young lady. If the cops would have did their job and took her to jail, maybe called the family, the things would have changed out differently, but it didn't. They let them separate. Even the cops said, I go back and you can see them later. So they were implementing that. Now she's gone. They found her body, and we'll get into that. Another thing that the cops dropped the ball, which was this guy. So what happened was the fiance drove back the van back to Florida, didn't tell the family members. And then, the family, he was home for like 3 weeks. He got there. And the family found out in September 11th, they said that she was missing. And then the fiance, Brian, did not want to cooperate with the police. He got a lawyer and he didn't say anything. So this guy literally, got a lawyer, didn't say anything. This girl's missing. The police didn't try to interview him anything. And now he on Friday, he disappeared. Nobody knows where he's at. I mean, come on, man. Give me a break. But this is the system, right? So let's read the story. Now they found her body. And now an autopsy of the body found in search of Gabby is set for Tuesday. So for the autopsy, FBI finds human remains. So this is pieces of where they said the last scene of the van was. It's a very, very sad story. Spread Creek campsite in Wyoming, and dad pays tribute to his daughter who touched the world. Now again, guys, and I see the comments right there, actors playing roles for divide, conquer, all these things. I believe this happens, but yes, I believe there's way more to the story than meets the eye. Why is it? There have been reported 3 other people missing in those, Wyoming and these places, but the media is not covering it. The media, this is the biggest news story in the world right now, or here in America at least. And why is it? Think about it, and I'm going to connect some dots, right? So let me read the stories here. Authorities announced on Sunday afternoon that they have found bodies in this National Forest Park, where police had been searching for Gabby. Was reported on September 11th. Remember numerology, guys. Again, certain dates, certain times, they play, they work off signs, symbols, dates, ley lines, energy. So again, more of the trauma, right? An autopsy is set for Tuesday to confirm if it is the body and the cause of death. Sunday morning, Petito's family shared footage of the YouTuber taking to Spread Creek campgrounds on August 27th. So they went to this campground. Investigators were searching all this. So there was this girl right here. So she took this photo, this YouTuber and this Instagram girl. Well, I got her right here. She basically says, we're going to get into the story here. Come on. Well, so this woman here basically says that she found the boyfriend, the fiance, Brian, who asked for a ride. And here's her story. And because of that, they found out where the body was, the last scene of the van. So I'm going to play this. A lot of people haven't seen this video of this girl here, a TikToker, whatever. She was camping with her boyfriend in a Jeep. They were at a rest stop or whatever. Brian comes and say, hey, can I get a ride? So we'll go into this right here.
This is going to be my last video. I've said everything I need to say and what happened during my encounter with Brian. I just want to make one last video with everything in it because I know people are going out there to help search for her. So I just want all the maps and the facts and in one place. Okay, this is the text I sent my mom when we dropped him off. This just has like the date in it and the timestamp. So we dropped him off at 6:09. But as you can see, we picked him up at 5:54. This is off my mom's because my texts don't go back this far. And then, it says we dropped him off at 6:09. So this is where we picked him up. We picked him up in Coulter Bay and we dropped him off by this dam. He was hitchhiking. There was no van. Gabby was not with him. It was just him. So this is what the dam looked like. We dropped him off at the turnout because this is going south if you're going like this. He then said, I'm going to get out. I'm going to hitchhike, find a different ride. He said he was going to go across to the parking lot over here, which was filled with a bunch of people. Again, this is on August 29th at 6:09. So this is a map of Grand Teton National Park. During our ride, he said, before he got in the car, he said, I wanted to go to Jackson. So this is Jackson, like right there. You can
right here's Jackson.
South of the park, right? Jackson Hole is commonly referred to as well. So I said, you know what? We're going to Jackson. Hop in. He was very nice. He offered us $200 to give him this ride. And we picked him up. You can see here, Coulter Bay right there. It's like pretty north of the park. And he said he was hiking along Snake River, which is up here, and it kind of like goes down a little bit. And he said he was gone for multiple days, and he had left his fiance, never called her by her name, back at their campsite, which he said they camped in a dispersed campsite, so it's not a regulated campsite. And he was gone for multiple days without her, and he was sleeping on a tarp. When we picked him up, he had a backpack, long sleeves, a hat on, and scruff. He wasn't clean shaved, and he had hiking boots on, but he didn't look dirty. The only thing dirty about him were his shoes. And he was very nice during the trip, you know, very calm. We were making small talk. He was agitated when I said Jackson Hole, okay? So we were going south to Jackson. There's no other place in the Tetons called Jackson. Why he became agitated, I don't know. He just was very set on getting out of the car, which is why we pulled out by the dam.
Real quick here. So she picks him up at this rest stop. He's like, I'll give you $200 if you give me a ride to Jacksonville. All these things. They're driving and she said Jackson Hole. Now, is it because they found now Gabrielle in a hole? I believe that he killed her. He was probably trying to play a front, like, oh look, I was walking in the Snake River. I left her by herself. It must have been somebody else. So I believe he was trying to have alibis to say a story. Oh, well, I just left her. Now again, I'm going to connect dots. But let's continue on. So she says hole, and he gets triggered. All of a sudden, now he's just like, I want to get off here. Let's continue on.
And that's why he got out. I don't know why he wanted to get out so bad. I don't know what other place he wanted to go to, because there's only one Jackson. So that's all I have, and I hope she's returned.
So anyway, that's an old video. So there you go. So this girl picks him up. They see whatever. And I believe, and here again, they shared a video Sunday morning. This was a YouTuber, Red and White, caught in the Ford Transit. They seen that, and that was August 27th. And then all of a sudden, that video where she, it was like the 28th or whatever. So I'm thinking he took her out right there. They got in an argument, whatever. I believe he was an antagonist. He was jacking with her mind. She was getting upset. Of course, she attacked him. The cops didn't do anything. And then whatever. And I'm going to connect more dots here. So anyway, here's the trip, whatever they went through. Now the police are searching for him. They said that there is a guy that kind of looked like him. There's the mom and stuff like that. Let's go in this police report. FBI says, yeah, I already covered that part here. So all of these things, guys, right? So then they started searching for him. They said he was at this creek, this little woods part there. So the police were searching for him. Let's push play here. But now he disappeared. The cops didn't do anything. They didn't question him. They didn't take him to the station. Then he took off. The family said, oh, he took off. We're worried about him, which the family themselves, they're like, here's a picture, a cell phone photo taken by Zachary, 18, Friday, looks a heck of a lot like Gabby's fiance, Brian. So somebody seen this photo here of a man walking down with flip-flops, and he was known. And then they were, checking out this creek and all these things. Of course, people were at this front door. Hey, man, tell us what happened to Gabby. Now, again, guys, if this guy was innocent, right, why wouldn't he go to the police? Hey, yeah, my girlfriend, I was hiking and she disappeared and I got scared and I came home or we got in an argument. No, guys, no. This guy is a monster. I truly believe that. So now he's disappeared and, he's getting in trouble. The cops have been all over Brian. Now, police are slammed for letting Gabby's boyfriend disappear without being questioned once. Now the autopsy of the body begins and all these things. Very sad. I mean, if it was, guys, let me tell you something. If it was anybody else, why did they let this dude not get questioned, even take him in, and if he pleads the fifth, okay. They didn't do anything. Right there, again, now this is the tarp. Remains matching Gabby Petito description found in Wyoming. How sad is that? Right here. Okay? And I believe he played the front. He probably took her out. Oh, shoot. Let me go and get an alibi. And let me go and, let me pretend. Let me pretend that I was hiking. And then when I came back, she was killed. And then I believe he got triggered when the girl said, oh, I'll take you to Jackson Hole, like a hole in the ground or whatever, where now his dead fiance is buried. Guys, this is so sad and tragic. Very, very sickening. And like I said, when I seen the police video, I was like, dude, this guy is playing the front. This guy is a little weasel, right? All these things. And one thing too, in the video, in this Gabby the body cam video, she was scared to be by herself. She didn't want to be by herself. The cops go, you got to let him go and all this. She didn't want to. She goes, I don't like to drive. She didn't want to be by herself. She was scared. And then she went and searched them out, unfortunately, and then next thing you know, on the 27th, they parked their van, all these things. The mom was there and all this stuff. Or she was doing the thing, and it was very sad. And they asked, where did they meet? Well, they knew each other in high school, but then eventually they got together, and they were only dating for 2 years. And all of this stuff, and next thing you know, now, he's gone. Who knows what happened? There's no doubt in my mind that this guy, took her out. I don't care what anybody says. And the cops should have did their job, took her to jail or whatever. They were trying to be nice. She would still be alive today. And then the cops, again, dropped the ball where they did not question this dude. What is really going on here, guys? Here, let's look at this story real quick here. Now the cops are like, oh, we're going to do something. Right? Here we go.
From when Brian Laundrie reportedly went missing from his family's house, and your thoughts on that. And do you think that in light of all of this that we're hearing, his parents or whoever's living in that home could potentially be in any legal trouble?
Absolutely. Even though they say they're not, everybody in this case will be an accessory to his disappearance. And then they could have acted on it once they knew that she was missing and he was a possible suspect in the case. They should have
that makes those people. I mean, he was the prime suspect. He drove her car back home. She wasn't there. We live in bizarro because, guys, I truly believe this is all part of an agenda. Whatever. Again, you know how I am. It is what it is. It's ridiculous, guys. It's ridiculous. But this is the main story. Now the police are looking. We think you're guilty, so prove your innocence, right? All these things. He didn't want to talk. Now he disappeared. Come on, guys. Come on. Looking at the footage, he was a little weasel, right? All of this stuff, guys. Very, very sad. Now they're not even looking for him. Exhausted all avenues, police have no plans to continue searching at the reservoir where he was, Carlton Reservoir. Are you kidding me? It's sickening. It's sickening. But, that's how the game is played. And I truly believe that, I seen this Facebook post, guys. Okay, and I'm going to connect more stuff here. Okay? I really feel this is staged and yet another distraction. People now are saying, why this story? Thousands of people disappear all the time. Why this story? Why are the cops so incompetent? Right? Why is it? Why are the police in this story incompetent that they did not question this dude? Why was the police incompetent letting this girl go with domestic violence? Right? She said she didn't want to be alone. The cop even said, oh, you can go back. Basically, you can go back to her. Guys, let me connect another dot here. Now we're going to get into the deepness of this thing. The cop that decided to let them go, right here, my buddy Corey, we're watching this video. We watched this whole video of Gabby's case, right? What I've just showed you. When they arrested, or they didn't arrest, they should have arrested her. They let them go, whatever. And look at here. Look at this is the cop. This is the cop. And they had her boyfriend in the back of the car, taking him to a hotel room. And I know he didn't commit a crime then. And they were buddy. Oh, yeah, I was married. I know how women are. You know, all this crap, laughing it off. And here, look at the symbol. Look at the symbol of the hand. Guys, you can't make this stuff up. Do you know what that is? Do you know that symbol there? Well, that's a 6. Here's another 6, upside down 6, and a 6 on its side. Oh, you don't believe me. This is the police officer, mind you. Here. This is the police officer right here. This is the cops, right? Right here, these were the cops. And the police, this is his cam. This is his body cam that took him away for a hotel room. While they were discussing what should we do, you have the mark of the beast, guys. And of course, there's 100 million commercials on this video here. Whatever, you know. It's sad. Okay? Now we're looking into the symbolisms. Okay? Now we're looking into the symbolism. Signs and symbols rule the world, right? Okay? Here it is. The car. You can see it here. That's the police officer taking him away. All right? Here's the thing. So no Photoshop. There it is. Boom. He has the guy in the back seat. Now they're discussing, should we let him go? Yeah, well, you know, he's not a threat really. She attacked him. He didn't do anything. Let's just separate him. Who cares? And they told him, well, you can see him tomorrow. And all this crap, right? And again, now you see the symbols of the hand. And yeah, they're smiling. They're laughing. Notice here too, guys. Here. Okay, so now you see the thing, the cops are laughing. It's like weird. I've never seen anything like this. So here you see 666. I want you to see this. And then here's the symbol. If you don't believe me, these are tattoos. 666. 666. Okay? This isn't like something that, you know, is a whatever. You know it. This is a part of the occult. Here it is. Here it is. Many people don't know that many of the police officers are part of the fraternity of police, but it's also the fraternity of the, you know, Mason, you know. Guys, what the hell's going on here? Even looking at the body cam, but this is, you know, he's got the camera. This is the guy with the 666 tattoo. We're going through here. But look here. Right here, you have the pyramid, and these are 6s. This is a 6, 6, 6. Okay, this is the system that we live in. And they just let that punk go. Because look, he's small. Look, he's a little guy. Oh, he ain't going to do nothing, right? He was playing the game. All of these things. And they, oh, let me get your phone number. He's laughing, all this stuff. When I believe this man antagonized that young woman. Look at this crap here. Okay? So anyway, they didn't do their job right. They let him go. Of course, they gave her a break. They gave her a break. But if it would have been a dude, they would have arrested him. They would have arrested any kind of guy. The guy would have been in jail. But since she's a pretty, petite little blonde girl, oh, we're going to give her a break. Because of that, she ended up dead, right? Guys, you can't make this stuff up. All right? Okay? All there. She didn't want to be alone. Maybe so we'll tell her, love, go take a shower. They must have been stinking or whatever. All these things. And so in the car, you see the cop, and the cop has the mark of the beast. More symbols. All right? Let's go into her Instagram now. We go into her Instagram. This is the last photo she took. This is her Instagram account, Gabby, right? If you don't believe me here, let's go here. Last one. Signs and symbols. Again, you have this mountain, like almost like a pyramid, right? There she is. Okay, on her trip, happy. Right here, oh, look here. A little pyramid here with the all-seeing eye, right? Okay, all this stuff here, right? And then the last one, last photo. This was on 3 weeks ago again. And here, and let it be. Okay, do art thou will let her be. She had the tattoo, pyramid, okay, all these things. Notice how she had pyramid here, circle here, right? But notice the background. Notice the background. That's a butterfly. Well, the butterfly is the M, this thing, ultra programming, the butterfly. What are the chances that her last photo would be a part of the governments have what they did this program of controlling minds. Okay, CIA, all this is documented. Look it up. Look up this word here. Look up the MK and you'll see it. You know, all there. And then you see the celebrities, all these butterfly. Look at the butterfly. Look at the background. Now we're going back and we see the same thing. Notice also, Happy Halloween. Halloween, but this was in August. August 25th, she's saying Happy Halloween. Last photo with the pumpkin, okay? Halloween, okay, is very symbolic in the occult. It's one of the most demonic holidays on the calendar. And then here you see a fly. Okay? That in the occult and the demonology is what they call Beelzebub. Okay? Look that up. So you're telling me she's already thinking about Halloween and it's August. She has a pumpkin here, and then you see the MK butterfly. Guys, I truly believe nothing happens by accident. Also remember, she was missing. September 11th is the day they said she disappeared. Also her birthday, the 19th, 999, when you see multiple numbers like this. Okay? All right? And they're all over the news. I feel this is staged or some kind of distraction. A beautiful, hot blonde girl. Gorgeous, right? Oh, everybody's going to pay attention. But what about the thousands of people that are missing? Why is this story so important? And we're starting to see symbolism everywhere. Right. Yeah, on the new moon, they're saying that as well. I don't know. Okay? All here, weird photos, all these things. And then, when we look at the boyfriend, notice here, one eye, pyramid, right? All these things, these symbols here. Notice here. Okay, it says here. Okay, here. This is a painting. I don't know if she drew this. The inner workings of my mind. So she says, I don't like to go outside, but she's outside. That's weird. MK Ultra, whatever. It says here, I'm not sleeping. I'm just closing my eyes. And she ended up dead. And then here, this looks like a heart or a demon or something. Weird stuff, guys. Weird stuff going on. The Fight Club. Notice here, again, Fight Club. Fight Club. Again, their show, guys. I'm getting goosebumps. She has the Fight Club and she gets arrested, right? She gets arrested for fighting. Again, they always tell you before it happens. They always tell you before, guys, and I've been doing research for over a decade, almost 15 years of my life dedicating finding these signs and symbols. Here again, one eye. Okay, again, I'm just reporting, I'm connecting dots, whatever. Okay, all there. All right. Okay, she has weird things. Zion, what is it? Zoth? I don't even know what that is, right? 666, notice here, the wave. But people buy shirts, they don't know what it means. I get that. I'm not trying to say everything is whatever. Notice here, little pyramid, circle, right? All these things. Okay, I get that. Right? I'm just diagnosing. Fight Club, she goes to jail for fight. Right? Think about it. Again, she's closing her eyes. She's sleeping. She's dead. Whatever now, right? Whatever. Again, I'm just giving you my take. This is the news. The highest news. I'm talking about this. Now here, okay, then she has these angel things, right? All of that. G, what is that? Okay, maybe for Gabby. Who knows, right? All these things. But then you look at the boyfriend. Now, there's not too many pictures of the boyfriend here in her Instagram, but then you see this. Right here, you see the boyfriend with the hand. That is the dark hand. Notice the photo right there. Okay, you don't know, this is with the elite, occult, all there. You guys, are you guys seeing this? Are you guys seeing this? He doesn't have that many photos, but the photo that he has, he has on her page, you don't see her boyfriend that much, her fiance, maybe, you know, here and there, but one of the only photos that you see, I don't know if, right here, the only photo that you see from this monster, again, is him flashing the devil hand. Are we awake? Are we awake yet? All right. Then, dude, guys, this is the one that really jacked me up a little. I'm not even gonna lie. Hold on. Here. Let me see this video here. These are the videos they made on their Instagram. All right. I want you to listen to this song. I want you guys to listen to this song. Listen to this song. It's a real quick clip, guys. Listen. I think if this is the right thing, no. There's a song that says something like, it was really weird. They were writing, and I was trying to find it. I don't know where it's at. But they were driving the truck, and it said something really eerie, like, you know, whatever. So here's their photos, all these things here, right? And if they're doing video vlogs, why is it sideways? Like, they don't know how to record videos, right? You know. Well, if I find it, whatever. But anyway, there you go, guys. There it is. All there. So then, this is the thing that really, really creeped me out. Okay? All right. This is what really creeped me out here. Hold on. Where's the story at? All right. Here it is. Gabby's case. Brian Laundrie was allegedly seen reading a novel about a missing woman. You can't make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up. Here it is, guys. And this gave me goosebumps. When I seen this, I go, oh, hell no. Internet sleuth claimed that Gabby's boyfriend, Brian, is seen reading a book about women who go missing in a video uploaded by the couple's YouTube travel channel. Laundrie, who has been named a person of interest in the case, is briefly reading a book, reading what appears to be Jeff Vandermeer's Annihilation. Again, guys, do you know what annihilation means? Here, let's look here, guys. Again, you can't make this stuff up. Look up annihilation. What does annihilation mean? What does annihilation mean? Annihilation, to completely destruction or obliteration. Total defeat. So this young woman ends up missing, and her boyfriend is reading a book about annihilation, right? Get this, right? It's about a novel, 2014, about 4 women who venture into a so-called Area X, where 3 of them die and the 4th stays permanently. So about women disappearing. The clip is about Brian reading a book that is apparently called Annihilation, about, again, that story about a group of people exploring uncharted terrain that goes missing. TikTok user Alyssa said about that in a disturbing video. The eerie clip was posted in the couple's nomadic, video, which I showed, again, about the particular book in the series. What she said. So many people have the information needs to be handed over the police. All there. Here it is, guys. They're telling you, guys. They're telling you. Remember also, here it is, the book about the 4 women and all these X, right? Pyramid, all these things. Okay, let me go over here. Let's put that book into perspective there. Guys, when I seen that, dude, I got goosebumps. When I seen that, there's the book. When I seen this story, I got goosebumps. Because you cannot, there's the book, you cannot make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up. This is why when you connect the dots, nothing happens by accident. Nothing happens by accident. They found her body. September 11th, missing. The boyfriend's hand gestures. The symbolisms of the monarch butterfly. All these things, right? You can't make this stuff up, guys. I wish, but when you see the symbols, when you see multiple symbols and how the game is played, and this is a worldwide story, you know, people go, Sonny, oh, the homeless people are missing every day. Why isn't the news covering those stories? Why isn't the news covering those stories? But they'll cover this, right? Because again, it's all part of the drama. It's to distract you. Many people now are saying too that there's what they call the van life culture. Okay, there's a van life culture where people go out the grid. They live in their vans or their RVs. They don't care. They want to get off of the grid. They get off all that stuff. They don't want to pay bills. And the system doesn't want people off the grid. They want you controlled in the cities and controlled. So many people now are saying that they're trying to make van life look bad because it goes against, you know, the culture of living, a distraction. Again, guys, hey, I'm not saying she didn't die. I truly believe she died. I'm not saying that. But when you see the system, the cop, why does the cop have 666, right? All these things on his hand. Why is it? You know? Why is it? Symbols. Here's a photo. Here, look at this last photo here. You see her with the angel wings, and then look here. Guess. Cryptically, guess. Can you guess what is happening? Again, I'm not saying she didn't die. I'm not, and brothers and sisters, we need to pray for the mothers. We need to pray for the families. But again, cryptically, guys, when you see the signs and symbols, when you see certain things that are just, what? Like, what? Wait, what? What is going on, really? And it's the spiritual realm. You know, there's the spiritual realm that, again, whether this is staged, not actors, hackers, this is a spiritual thing going. And again, Fight Club. Guys, I truly believe nothing happens by accident. So there was the Fight Club. This was on June 23rd. Right? Fight Club. She got arrested almost for fighting. And then the boyfriend is reading a book about women that are missing. Guys. And then you see this photo of her guess. Guys. And then you see the attack on all these things. All there. When I made this video, I even said this is going to be a shocker. I've been doing this a long time. When I seen this, I got goosebumps. And why did the cops let this guy just walk away multiple times? Right? We need to pray for that family. That family right now is grieving like nobody's business. And again, I'm not here to try to disrespect her family. Here's the dad. The dad looked like the fiance. I'm not here to disrespect them. But when I see signs and symbols that are undisputed, what is really going on here? The cop. Why? Where's the, where is that? The family needs prayers. That's all I'm saying. All I'm doing is putting things together where you're not going to find anywhere else. You can't make this stuff up. I wish you was. I wish you was fine. And all these things, guys. We truly need the Most High. We need the Heavenly Father. That's all I'm doing is connecting news stories I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I pray for the family. I pray for the family. But what's going on with the police letting these people go the way they did? It's a tragedy. Never questioning this guy. The people outside, hey man, what's going on? We want answers. The police did nothing. I wonder why. National news coverage. Wonder why. Why? Hundreds of people go missing every day, but why this story? Think about it, guys. There you go, guys. Please share this video. Please share this video. Let people see what's going on. You come to your own conclusion. That's what I do on this channel now. I cover the trending streams. I put it in a perspective you won't find anywhere else. I'm like a detective. I literally go in and I really dive deep because I've been doing research on these signs, these symbols. And ultimately you go, Sonny, you know, they're just a couple that got jacked up. They got in fights. They didn't like each other at the end. This guy went crazy. He probably, you know, he looked kind of geeky, a dork, a short little skinny man. You know, he probably loved her or was obsessed with her in high school. She's a gorgeous woman, literally. This girl could be a model, right? He ends up going back out with her. And then they get in this fight and she can't take it. She had some mental problems, I guess, or something, anxiety and all these things. And they're in the end of their trip where she goes, I just want to go home. I'm tired. I can't do this anymore. I can't date you anymore. Because you know deep down he was provoking her. No way this woman's going to go and lash out and start trying to beat him up, whatever. And then she says, I want to leave. When we get back home, let's just break up. Right? Let's just break up. And then ultimately this guy goes crazy. He ain't going to lose his girlfriend, fiance, whatever. Okay? And he couldn't take it. And again, this is my take on it. I'm not saying this is gospel. And he goes crazy because he's a geek, a nerd, right? Lucky to have a girl like that. He knows it. She's saying she's going to leave him. And then snaps. And disappears. Lawyers up. Right? It's terrible. Downright terrible. And we've heard the stories time and time again where these men do this. And women do it too. It's not just them, but mostly men. He goes to this remote part a couple of days later, August 27th, right after they were probably fighting. They wanted to go back home. And he does the unthinkable. And there's the part where now, you know, she's gone. There's their body parts. And then he's trying to play a front that he went running, walking, and hiking, and then he probably was like, oh, I'll blame it on somebody else. But then he kind of goes, no, they're not going to believe me. So he goes back home to Florida, where the cops don't do you know what, and then he disappears. And God knows where he's going to be. He's going to end up, you know, taking himself out. Right? Ultimately, we need to pray for this family. And Teresa, you're right. We live in a crazy world. All I'm doing here is connecting dots. I'm not doing anything bad, giving you my take on it. There's hundreds of videos that do. But that's it. Thank you guys so much for coming aboard. I love all you. Again, my videos are going to be on here because my other channel, we know what's going on. I want to thank Kenneth for becoming a Patreon. God bless you. Thank you guys. If you feel like supporting this channel, you know, please do so. I love all you guys. I really appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next exciting edition of the Trending Stream. I love all you guys. But most importantly, guys, get to the Most High. And let's pray. Let's pray for this family that is truly grieving right now. So sad. Thank you guys so much for coming aboard. Much love. I love all you guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.